this tractor's been sat in a hedge for over 20 years. Looking a little bit worse for wear, but apparently it did run when it was parked. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can revive it. Oh yeah.
Here you go. You knock it in gear?
I can't.
Oh. Handbrake?
Yeah. Like bird's nest. Right, we've got her back in the workshop now. How are you feeling about your new purchase?
Now I've sobered up, it's a challenge.
It's a challenge, isn't
Like
it?
a challenge.
No seat, no steering wheel. Perfect.
Still right, I'm still turning it.
That'll go, won't it? It'll go again. Perfect for a man who's lost his arse and doesn't know which way to turn. So I think first job is, it's obviously petrol, this one, which is delightful. So I don't think any of this is going to just work. We might want a few bits and bobs here, but before we delve in too deep, we ought to just have a look and see if we can turn the engine. So we're going to try and get a spanner or something down on the crankshaft there and see if it's all seized up. I'm sure looking at it, it's absolutely fine. Right, so we're trying to work out if we can get the engine to spin. There is a hole for a starting handle, but we can't quite get to that because we don't have a starting handle. But we have got a fan here, so if we have a look, it's free as a bird. That's actually surprisingly good, isn't it?
Yeah. With no compression.
Zero. Yeah, none. But that does, I mean, that's quite surprising. So, as the engine's free,
Put it to work today.
the rest of it is all very fixable, isn't it?
Yes.
Right, we're going to try the starter and see if that's still working. I think we'll probably have to bypass the current electrics.
Yes.
So we're going to try this battery with some jump leads straight on the starter here. It's positive earth, so the chassis you put positive to, and then I guess this wire here gets a bit of negative. Oh. Nothing. Again, this one's all metric as well, which is really weird, isn't it? You just wouldn't think. Yeah. Everything we work on just seems to be metric. I don't know what this... Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Oh. That'll
She'll go again,
Yeah.
definitely. Right, these bolts are all seized in, unfortunately. Instead of cutting them off, we're just going to try a little bit of heat here, see if we can warm up the housing, free them off, a little bit of WD. Hopefully that works. Oh yeah. Ugh. Got one. Got one out, one's still being a bit stubborn. Oh, what a beauty. That's warm, that's still warm. Oh yeah. A little bit of moisture in there. Bit of cleaning up, it might go. Alright, so I just cut that seize bolt off with a torch, and that is looking, in a word, Fausty in there. That's where all your brushes are, so they're meant to engage on this little copper ring here. That's what gives all the magnetism for the jobby to turn. Give that all a good clean out, I think. Is this meant to come out here? I feel like it wants to come out. Do we need to
Feels
take
like it's on a wire. There's that wire on it.
They're the brushes, aren't they?
Yeah.
Do we meant to take those big screws out, do you think?
Well, that'll tell them to take the
Magnets
stator. I don't
That
know.
stator, isn't it?
I thought the stator was stationary. That's the rotor because it rotates.
That's a very good point.
No, I could be wrong, but
No, I think you've just scienced me there.
yeah, that's how I've
Yeah.
that's how I've told my
Stator,
autistic
stator.
brain. And the rotor.
Let's have a look. Get a torch in there.
You see, I'd probably not want to get that deep into it. Can you not just pop the brushes out? I'm sure you wouldn't have to.
Yeah, just there's a lot of like bird's nest in there and stuff, you know.
Oh, you need some Lincolnshire restoring spray.
That's what we need. I think we might be able to just. You're right though. I think we can just clean up the feces from inside of there. If we just give that all a good clean out, I think we'll.
See if we can zoom in on in there. Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Beautiful. Oh, what are you doing, camera?
That's fine. Not a problem.
Yeah.
Give that a clean up, and then we'll. Put it back together.
It's the focus is useless on this.
Peter Kernan, a man of the cloth.
Look at that. Like a new one.
Right, we've got it all cleaned and put back together, so let's see if we've improved anything. Didn't really find anything obviously wrong, but it was very Fausty, so potentially it will work. Oh, sounds bad.
Is that going?
Might be a bit better.
Yeah, got to just flash the leads together, check there is something in that battery.
It did make fair. Back. Got another battery.
Right again.
You better do.
Right.
Oh. Lots of sparking.
It's definitely pulling something now, isn't it?
Seems like it's grinding out, doesn't it? Interesting. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Go on.
Oh yeah. Brushes do want to bed in a bit. A little bit
The
sparky.
newness that you see.
But I think that's going to work. Right. Hold it back on, shall we?
It smells new as well, doesn't it?
It does smell very good, yeah. Right, I'm just putting the starter back on. Peter's gone ahead and taken our spark plugs out. Doesn't actually look, I mean, they're, again, Fausty, but they're not rotten off or anything like that, which is a good sign. That actually looks pretty healthy, that. Now, the starter on these sort of drives through the gearbox in a weird way. So you have to get it into, we got the gear stick, oh, that's the steering wheel.
Yes.
1, 2, reverse and S. So you have to put it in S to get the starter to engage with the engine. So you do that with a gear stick, but unfortunately we can't select any gears at the moment. So Peter's just going to whip the top off and have a look and see what's going on our selector down there.
That's off. Yeah, it doesn't look ridiculous. We got the torch. Oh, I'm blind you. Oh, blind myself. Yeah, so I've let nothing there. Big screwdriver.
That one.
Yeah.
That'll fix it.
Oh, it's not coming out.
It's the chisel as well.
Oh, chisel as well.
So before we try and crank it over, I thought we'd do the Curtis thing, at least check the oil. Dipstick's obviously seized in, so we're just giving that a bit of warmth. Oh yeah. Yeah, baby. It's either snapped or come loose, I'm not quite sure. Right, looks like there is actually some oil in it, so we can at least try and turn it over. We're not going to start it. We'll swap everything out before we start it, but we can at least see if we can get it turning over. How's the gear stick going?
Not well.
Ah.
Like me.
The engine just turned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Come on. Got wire brush.
Yeah, it's on the top.
We get a good fit. I don't know why that's working.
I don't know. Maybe yes, it's just a fucking electrical switch, maybe.
So weird. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna live.
It will live.
It's gonna live. God, there's no spark. What a shot.
Well,
Oh. Are they all underneath?
yeah.
Let me get that off then. Screwdriver. Oh, that looks Fausty.
Migging.
Yeah, right, let's give that a clean up and see if we can get anything out of that. So they are moving in and out. Try that new coil on it. Right, we got a new coil rigged up now.
New.
New to us. And we've cleaned the points up a bit, so we're just going to see if we can get it a little bit of spark across the points here. You have a look in there, Pete. See what we get. Oh, yeah. Good news. No, nothing. Right, all the old leads and stuff have fallen apart. We did get a bit of spark across the points, but we're going to go ahead and give up trying to get it to run because it's not right. So we're going to go ahead and order some electronic ignition components to get rid of the points and condensers, make it a little bit more reliable. And a few more bits, and then hopefully we'll get it going in a little bit. Okay, it's a new day and we've got some more bits. So I'm just on my way back over to Riddler's workshop. But I remembered when we were fiddling around with this tractor that I've got a number of spare steering wheels. Not originally designed for a TE20, but can't go far wrong with an Explorer steering wheel, can you? Sure he'll make that fit. Okay, so back here at Luke's workshop now. As you can see, he's been rather busy. Scammell steering wheel on there, looking lovely. That's going to fit just perfect. He's had the top end off, checked over all the valves. They're all still there. The oil's out of it, so we've got some fresh oil to go in it. I'm going to flush it a couple of times. Doesn't look too horrendous. Rather black, but nothing wrong there. Got the carb off at the moment, he's just cleaning that up. So it's got like a heated manifold for when you run them on TVO, which what I understand is like a posh paraffin. And what we're going to be doing today is fitting our new ignition system. So all the leads and everything were very rotten and corroded on that one. So what we've gone and done is got ourselves a new coil and an electronic ignition system. So we'll look into that in a minute, but essentially it gets rid of all the points and condensers. We've got some new leads to go on it and some new plugs on the way. So we'll start cracking on this. So this is our old setup. If we have a look in here, these are like thread-on HT leads, and that one's actually not too bad, but the ends have sort of snapped off them. They're very unhappy. That's the original coil, which looks quite rough. So what we need to do is get all this off so we can put our new distributor on. And to do that, we're going to turn the engine over so that our rotor arm is pointing at cylinder 1. That should put us at top dead center, and then we can slip this new one in the same position.
Hello.
Is that by the book? Would that be?
Yeah,
Yeah.
nature's got the better of this bracket. There we go.
Nice. What a minter. It's actually not, I mean, that's not that bad, is it?
I was going to chuck water in it.
Yeah. Bound to work.
I think that's going to hold water.
I think it'll be fine, won't it? It's all copper, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know, find out in a minute.
All right, I'm working on a new HT leads now. So this is a HT lead kit that came with ignition kit. So we've got to make our own leads here. This one has to go to there, and then the rest of these go around the dizzy cap in their firing order. I'm gonna have to look up what that is because I don't know off by heart, but one goes to there, I know that. Right, so we got all our ignition leads hooked up here. We've got a new ignition leads on, new coil. We got a battery rigged up here. Riddler's gone ahead and got ourselves a lovely new fuel tank because this one's not looking quite so healthy, I wouldn't have said. So that's just got petrol in it at the moment. If we come round this side, we've then got our carburettor back on. Luke's given that a good clean up, so maybe that'll work. Don't really know. What we're going to try and do now is wind it over, put some brake cleaner in it, see if it pops. If it does, we'll make sure it's got petrol to it and try and start it.
Put it in there.
Yeah, get a bit of that in there. Nice. Right, now starter lead is this one. This will all be done properly later on, but no need for that now. Right, ready?
Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah. Had a pop. We had something.
Yeah. Scary.
How much are you putting in?
Quite a lot.
Quite a lot. Hang on. Okay, so I've just been and checked all the spark along each plug. So if I just put that on now. We have got spark there. What it could be is that we've got the wrong plugs in it at the moment. They're a little bit short. So we've got the right ones on the way, but perhaps we'll have to hang on till we got the right ones. Right, so back here on another new day. We've got some new spark plugs in here. So we've now got the ones which are the correct length. So hopefully now what we're going to do is just flash it up and everything's going to be fine. And then we'll just drive it straight out of the workshop. Right, should we give it a go?
Go.
Hang on. On him?
Ready?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was a pop.
That was a pop.
Ready?
She wants it. Right, so we whipped the carb off just to give it a bit of a clean up inside. It is a bit grungy. That was me, that was. So what we're going to do is just clean up all the jets, clean all the detritus out from in there, sling it all back together, and hopefully that helps us. We're getting a pop when it's running on brake cleaner. It seems to want to run, so our ignition system's obviously working. We just need to get a bit of petrol to it. So hopefully this is going to fix it. Okay, we're back together. Carb is... yeah. The car's back on. I've gone ahead and just put the float bowl back in because I thought that would help. So it's not pissing petrol out anymore. Let's give her a crank. Where can I put that? That's bad wherever I put it. Right, give it a go. Did 2 pops that time.
Did. Ready?
Yeah. Go. Ooh, you big. That was running. That was actually running. Yeah.
100%.
Okay, right.
You going again?
Yeah, go again.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to have a play with our mixer settings here. So we've got this is our idle screw. We want this, that seems a long way out. So we want that in till it stops and then out a turn and a half, if I could get a decent screwdriver on that. There we go. This down here is our main jet. So if we wind that all the way in, out a turn and a half as well. Had a visit from a man far knowledgeable than ourselves, and what we're looking at is completely the wrong part. So turns out we've actually got very limited compression. That's why it's only firing on one cylinder. So if Riddler cranks it over now, we've got the spark plugs out. If I put my thumb over that, nothing. I put my thumb over that one, not a lot. Thumb over that one, that's one. So that's the one it's firing on. And then that one is also limited. That's a good sight, that is. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna get some front wheels on it, and Riddler's just gonna get a chair on the front there, and we'll just go to the pub like that. So it's likely that the valves have been sat open where it's been sat, and the seats have got rusted. So what we're gonna have to do is take the head off, get some lapping compound in underneath the valves, and try and reseal them. How are you feeling about your £50 purchase?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're back here for day 20. Riddler's gone ahead and he's taken the cylinder head off the engine. So looking down in here now, we've got some ATF sitting in the bores, and that's to try and free up the rings just in case that was causing any problems. Cylinder head looks absolutely brand new, so I'm sure there's nothing wrong with that. All this goop here is factory, so none of that's from it running badly over the years. But we're going to clean it off anyway. I assume that's all come from running TVO, which is like a sort of, from what I understand, equivalent to paraffin. So these engines can run on petrol when they start going. They run on petrol when you first fire them up, and then you can change them over to TVO, which is tractor vaporizing oil, which I know nothing about, but it's some sort of oil. I guess that's why that's all gooped up. That's likely why our valves aren't seating, and potentially because the valves were held open while it's been sat, the seats have corroded. So we're going to take the valves out today, lap them all in, and get them all set back in, sealing up, giving us some good compression. Also got the head gasket off here. So this is a 3-part head gasket, and we've got 2 copper slices here. One goes on the block. Then we have a big metal, what I assume is a spacer to get the compression right if you ever machine the heads or whatever. I assume you can change the thickness of that one. And then another copper one to go over the top of it. Now, if you fiddle about with cars and stuff, you've probably never seen a reusable head gasket. And you're not going to see one today. But what you are going to see is us try and reuse a head gasket. So we'll get to that later. But to start with, let's get cleaning. So because they're a copper head gasket, we think we can probably reuse it to save a bit of money. And what we're going to do is just warm it up to anneal it, and that will soften the material up, and hopefully it will go again and it will reseal. If it doesn't, then I'm sure we can splash out on a tube of RTV or something to...
Silicone?
Yeah, silicone. Household bathroom sealing. Clear stuff so you won't see it. Oh yeah.
You need to direct me now a little bit.
You want it till it starts dripping off the table, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Changes colour or?
Yeah, I'd move around there. That's it, where it starts changing.
Feels good for
Oh,
the
that's
lens.
looking... So working away through the cylinder head here now, I've dropped that. Got the front valves out already. I'm just taking the valves out of cylinder number 2. We're going to leave 3 in because that was the one that had good compression. And looking at the valves, and we come around here now, it's just basically carbon build-up. So this is the exhaust valve out cylinder 1. It's not actually rusty, but you can see there's big lumps of carbon in it. So what we're going to do is just clean all this up. And because it's not rust, it seems to just be carbon, and 3 seems okay. When we start running this, get it running properly and get it running on petrol, we'll give it all a clean out, but it should sort of clean itself up as it runs. So get the rest of these out now. lap them in, obviously taking them out in order because they've got to go back in the same place, back in the same hole, and get it back on. So all the offending articles are removed. As you can see, they're actually not in bad condition. There's not loads of pitting or anything like that. They're just covered in rubbish. Same in here, same in the valve seats. Again, there's just loads of carbon on the exhaust valves. Seats aren't really that pitted. Till we get it cleaned up, we won't see that well, but we'll get it cleaned up with brake cleaner now. All the gunk taken out of it. And we'll see for certain. So we've got all the valves out now. Luke's just given them a quick pre-clean. As you can see, they're really not that bad. They're not pitted and corroded, which is good news, but the ones we got out, we're going to lap in anyway. So we've got some lapping compound. This is brand new, so we're going to use this. I'm going to wipe this in behind the back of the valve seat there, where it seats up against the head and the valve seat. Then what we've got here is a bit of 6mm fuel hose. That is then pushed over the back end of the valve to give us a nice flexible coupling. So we drive that like that, and if you look this side, our valve turns, and our lapping paste will now clean up the two surfaces, mate them together, and give us a nice seal. So I'm going to carry on lapping in my valves here, and I'll see you in a little bit. The drill's stuck on a hammer.
At where?
Oh, money shot. Far out. Knows his way around a rod, mind.
Good.
So we're all reassembled. Everything's turning over nicely. The carburetor's back on. The ignition system's back on. Battery's on. Got to happen, hasn't it?
This is the one. Mark 15.
Heard that before.
Shall us?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Come in.
Ready?
Stop it. Almost. That was running. Right, let me try that and then a little bit of choke here. Okay, yeah. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What a beauty! Right. That fan looks terrifying. I reckon. try like that. See if we got less flame. That's getting warm. Oh God. The oil pressure gauge is working. Got a few bits and bobs to do, eh?
Yeah, a little bit.
At least you won't rust now.
Spend some money on it now.
That's it, yeah. Well, success. We maybe went the longer route around getting it going. Perhaps compression testing it at the start would have been the better idea, but then we wouldn't have had as many hours of fun as we did. So, very pleased we managed to get it running for 50 quid and a little bit of expenditure on top. That's a bloody bargain, I think. Now, needless to say, a little bit more work to do before it can be driving. Engine wants a bit of tune-up. Once there's a cooling system on it, and you can leave it running for a bit. We can play with the timing and play with the fueling. Stop the fireworks show out the exhaust, but for now that's pretty cool. So Luke's going to go ahead, he's going to find himself some wheels. Already got a steering wheel. Need a bucket seat from somewhere, I think. And then we're going to try and get her out and get her driving. Let me know what you thought of this project. We had a bit of fun doing it. And if you'd like to see more and see some updates as Luke goes forwards, let us know down below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again next week.